Here's another big secret from SoulKids. We must encourage children to become what they want to be, rather than impose on them our ideas of what they should become. So encourage children to believe in themselves and to work hard and strive for whatever they wish to become, rather than putting our ideas on them about what they should be when they grow up. Let me tell you an amazing instance that happened. It's a bit of a joke, but it has a very valid lesson attached to it. So downtown Manhattan, a very business-oriented culture. Everybody's in a rush. Everyone's going from one place to another. Everyone has a mission. People are dressed in their corporate culture dress. So they are holding briefcases, they have the mobile phones, they're dressed in their suits and their ties and their corporate clothes, work clothes. And in the middle of all this activity on the street is walking a new mother. She has twins in a pram, double pram, twins in there, small babies, just a few weeks old. And she's out for a stroll, pushing that pram, walking around in no rush at all. Happily just walking, looking at the kids, looking around. She's taking them for a little walk around, little stroll. But everyone around her is rushing by. And of course, as they walk by, because a mother with a double pram is quite a strange sight on the street of Manhattan. As people are walking by, they're all sort of peeping into the pram, looking at the kids. The mother comes to a pedestrian crossing, the light is red, she stops. A lot of other people come and they all stop, waiting to cross the road, and a crowd gathers around her. People are still busy with whatever they're doing. Right next to the mother, right next to the pram, is a woman. And obviously she's a corporate woman, because she's wearing a suit, she has a phone, she has a bag on her shoulder hanging on the left side, and she's speaking on the phone. And while she's doing that, she's also peeping at those babies. She's looking down at those babies because she's of course interested. She finishes her conversation, she puts the phone down, and she looks over at the new mother and she tells her, she says, "Your babies are so cute. They look so cuddly and so nice. How old are they? What are their names?" And the new mother, she looks at the babies and she says, "Thank you very much. They are only a few weeks old. I haven't given them names yet, but the one on the left will probably be a banker, and the one on the right, he should become a lawyer." This is just a joke, but it gives you a deep message. Parents often decide what their children should become when they grow up. But that may not be the dream of your child. I mean, you may decide your child should grow up and be a doctor, but actually what your child really wants to do is to be a musician. You may decide that your child should grow up and become a businessman, start his own business or industry. But what your child may really want to do is to be a vet and help animals. Now, one of the things that we encourage parents to do in SoulKids is to find out what are the natural dreams and desires of your child, without judgment, whatever they may be. If your child wants to be a painter, that's as good as if your child wants to be an astronaut. If your child wants to be a dancer, that's as good as if your child wants to be a deep-sea diver. If your child wants to become a lawyer, that's as good as if your child wants to be a teacher. So we encourage you to work with your children to find out what it is they want to become. Don't impose your ideas on what they should be, rather look for their ideas of what they want to be, and then you must encourage them to work for it. As parents, you must not make the lives of your child very easy. You must support them, you must guide them, but you must teach your children what it means to work for their own goals, for their own dreams. Because if you make it happen for them, then they'll be in trouble when you don't, and you can't do it all the time. So one of the skills that you must teach your children is to find what they want to become without judgment. Remember, don't judge what they want to become. If they want to be that, that's good. Whatever it is they want to be, help them to discover that, and then encourage them to work for that, support that work, but they must do the hard work to achieve their own dreams.